What I mean is, have you ever been at university, or maybe you're looking over the fence, someone else's job or position, and you wish, I wish I was them. I wish I was studying that, or I should change my career. But have you actually looked into the practical side of it? An example of this is, imagine you want to become a great scientist. Wow, amazing. It's like, like a cartoon, you're mixing chemicals, you're discovering new things, you're changing the world. Sounds amazing. But have you looked into the mathematics behind it? How many scientists are there? How many actually get to make a great discovery? How many of them get to do their career past maybe the 10-year mark? How much do they get paid? How many years does it take to get promoted until you can make your own article? Are you ever going to have your name on some sort of cure for a disease or create a new invention? What does the day-to-day look like of a scientist? I personally don't know. So with some of these dreams, it can be so easy to be in an office and wonder, it'd be great to be outside, or it'd be great to do a new career or a new hobby, or it'd be so easy to make a YouTube channel being a YouTuber. But have you met a YouTuber and sat down with them and asked them, what do you actually do in a day? How long are you doing editing for, or filming, or transferring to a new site just to do an interesting video or something? How much anxiety did you have while you were doing the video, and disappointed you are with how they turned out? Like, have you asked these questions? Have you done your research? Have you done your practical hands-on even experiment of trying to become that role? Now, the reason why I say this is because obviously when things are difficult, like these thoughts generally only come when things are tough. You're stuck in the office, you're bored with your job, you could be bored with a partner, you could be bored with yourself, you could, maybe just have hit a dead end and you're not sure where to go next. And you think, what if, what if, what if? And fantasies start running wild of doing amazing, incredible, life-changing things. This is when I think it's a good time to kind of pause and reflect, both on what do we really want to achieve in our life, but also just do some digging, like go into it and have a look, like go into the nitty gritty, follow someone around that does that. Ask them if you can, like great ways to find a mentor and say, hey, you're a businessman, can I follow you around? And when you realize that they don't have time to eat dinner or lunch in some cases, that doesn't sound great. Is that the life that I wanted? And these questions can be answered, and it can be answered just, by observation, or you could research on the internet. I find a common misunderstanding that I've actually personally experienced was, you go to university and you read the description of the course, and it sounds fantastic. You'll be able to do this, and you'll be able to make that, and you'll learn this, and your teacher will be this person. And when you get there, that teacher no longer is in that course, or they don't actually do that module anymore. Or when you graduate, you have no clue what you actually even wasted the last 3 years and $50,000 on. So what are we really signing up for? It's so much better to go to someone who's just recently graduated and say, how prepared do you feel after going to that course? And if they say to you, I have no idea, you don't have to take it as gospel, but you can factor it into your plans. You can factor it into your fantasies of going, okay, that's the reality. Even myself, as a young entrepreneur and, well, somewhat young, I've got a bit of grey, young entrepreneur and a small business owner, it sounds amazing, be in control of your own hours, but it also means unlimited hours. Do whatever you feel like, but it also comes at the price of an angry customer. Give discounts to friends. It comes at being bankrupt, and no one's going to bail you out of that. There are so many factors that you've got to look at the real side of things before getting carried away of these dreams and fantasies. Now, it doesn't mean not to aim at them, but know what you're aiming for. Know what, once you catch it, if you ever do, what did you actually catch? What did you actually obtain? Now, for me personally, and again, this is just my inner thoughts, obviously that's the point of this YouTube channel, is be real. I'm not trying to go after your goals and do this and beat the enemy. It's not what this channel's about. For me, I like to enjoy the process of things. I like to say, hey, look, the job I have at the moment is not perfect, but I am learning new things that one day may serve me, it may not. But I like to stay positive, and I like to kind of break it down into the daily. I had some great conversations at work today. Cool, if I became a scientist, I might not be able to have these friends anymore. Am I okay with that? Do I have to move house? Am I okay with that? Yes, I am, but I'm not okay with this component. Maybe a a drop in income temporarily, and that doesn't work with my lifestyle. And you've got to factor in all these things. And then once you do, you kind of get a clearer picture of the reality. And in my case, that's what I try to focus on. Is this going to improve my life or not? And break it down into small pieces, realistic pieces. Again, do your research. And then if you're happy with that, away you go. You know, go after it with all your might and all your heart, because at the worst case, you learned something along the way. You've hopefully enjoyed the process on the way as well. And you've become a greater, better version of yourself. And I hate to do it, but you've maxed yourself out. Essentially, you've tried your best, which may not be the achievable result, but in terms of effort, you have maxed out. So you've done the best you can. And that's all anybody can really ask for. So I really do appreciate you watching these videos, especially if someone's watched this to the end. I'd be very impressed. I would not listen to me rant for this long unless you paid me, which in this case, I'm not being paid by myself, so that's okay. But yeah, it is a very important topic to me, which is why I just speak from the heart. I don't do any editing for a good reason. It's not because I'm lazy. It's because this is what I would tell a friend or someone who I cared about, including you. So if you are someone who is struggling at the moment with where they're going in life, I hope this video even helped by 2%. Thank you, and see you in the next video.